Legette-Jack. Coach Legette-Jack is in her 5th season at Indiana and returns 4 starters and 7 Leonard winners from last year's team. Coach, we'll start with an opening statement and then open it up for questions.
I'm just really excited about our team this year. This is the first recruiting class that I signed to Indiana when I first got there, and now they're all seniors. Andrea McGirt, Whitney Lindsay, and Jory Davis, and so it's really would be neat for it to be a circular thing where they came in with their legacies and they go out accomplishing them. And I'm excited about our rookies willing to help, and our Sasha Chaplin is healthy and excited to be out there for hopefully a full season. So Indiana is practicing hard right now. We're excited about where we are and looking forward to a great year.
Any questions?
Coach, when you look over your schedule, can you pinpoint a couple games that you can already see are kind of going to be critical for your team's success this season?
Yeah, Alaska Anchorage, our exhibition game. We don't look ahead. We don't. We try. We're not that in depth where we can see what game is going to change our season. We've just never been that kind of a coaching staff or team, and so we're taking it day by day, and we're excited about next Tuesday when we have our first challenge with another opponent. And Alaska Anchorage is an unbelievable Division II school that won 31 games last year and vying for their championship again this year. And so it's going to be a great opportunity for us to see where we are.
Coach, can you briefly talk about the offseason and additionally what you've seen so far from the team during the preseason?
Well, you know, from what Tom Morris, our strength and conditioning trainer, has said to us, is that they came in and they worked really hard and did some really great things, and they challenged themselves for a lot of things that we've changed. We usually run the 1.5 miles when we get back from summer vacation, and we do a lot of distant things, but that seemed to not work well for us, so we made a major change in our strategy, and we took out all of the running and made it more basketball impact. And so it took us a while to get caught up because they went and trained for something totally different than what we began in September. So although they were excited, it did take some time to catch up with the quickness of the drills that we implemented right away. But I like the strength of our young ladies. I think Jory Davis might be the strongest young lady that I've ever coached. I mean, she's really, you look at her frame, she doesn't look like she's strong, but you challenge her, you might be in trouble. And so I think that our strength and conditioning guy did a great job of getting them strong, and I believe that we're going to be okay. Now, one kid stayed away from us all summer, and we did that calculatedly. Whitney Lindsay is our point guard who just went back home. She went to point guard camp. She became a coach. She coached an AAU team, and she really kind of was out on her own island, and that's how we wanted it. We wanted her to really understand what it feels like to be a coach, a head coach. And so hopefully she can be that general for us this year. It worked out well so far, and I hope that the strategy works this season.
Coach, a lot of your newcomers have more size than you've been able to enjoy in your tenure at Indiana. You were a post player yourself. Do you feel like you could be able to play a style that you would rather play this year because you have that size up front?
I really enjoy having size for a change. You know, Whitney Thomas is quite jealous right now because she's 5'11" and had to go up against Dahan at 6'9", and a young lady over at Michigan who was 6'7", and she would love to have been out on that perimeter, you know, and attacking it from the perimeter, but we had no size. And now we do have Simone Deloge, Sasha Chaplin, and Georgie Jones, who will join us in December, and Simone City Andujar, all over 6'2". The neat thing is they're tall. The uncomfortable thing is that we're not as fast as I'd like us to be, and so I have to kind of balance in my head how quick a big kid's supposed to be because I've never had that. We had Sasha for a little bit in 2 years, but not for an entire season. So I have to back up a little bit and allow them to get down the floor. But when they get down the floor, I think that the wingspan is going to be quite interesting. I like the way we're playing defense this year. We certainly don't know what we're doing on the defensive end, but for some reason they seem to still get their deflections, the hand on the ball, the steal, and I think it's because of the wingspan that we have right now. So it's going to be fun to see, but I must say I'm cautiously optimistic.
Which I think people that see Jordy play a lot really appreciate what a great player she is. Is it frustrating at all to you that sort of on a national basis, if you said Jordy Davis, most people around the country would be like, I don't even know who she is? And is there anything you guys can do to sort of elevate her, or is it just is the way it is?
Well, I'm disappointed in a sense, we certainly don't live on the individual accolades, but I thought that she did enough work in our conference to build a little bit of notoriety. But, again, it's Indiana. We've not done much in our conference through those changing of the guards so many times, and now we have a strong foundation. And she's the one that's getting caught in the crossfire, in my opinion. And the only way that we can go out there and show her greatness and her ability is to go out there and compete, and not just compete, but to win. And we really need to do that because Jordy Davis is absolutely a special young lady, and not too many people can stop that individual. Unfortunately, they stop the entire team. And so that's our challenge, is to make the team more successful so we can shine the light on somebody that helped us get our program truly out of the basement.
Coach, you spoke earlier about, your first recruiting class, and this is all coming full circle now. Have some of those senior leaders, like a Jordy Davis, like Whitney Lindsay, communicated to you with the team what their goals are for this year?
Their goals are bigger than basketball, and that's one reason why I'm excited to have those young ladies in our program. They certainly want to win, and they want to win and really bring that greatness, that great feeling towards Indiana. But what they want to talk about is what they stand for, the things that's really bigger than basketball, the challenges they faced in their life that really nobody really care about until you can get that audience to stop and see and watch. In order to do that, you have to win a lot of games. So the first and foremost thing is to win enough basketball games where we can seize the crowd and allow them to listen. And then we want to tell our story, and our story has never been about basketball. Our story is always about the microcosm of living and the things that we've done in our life that we want people to know about, but not right now because, it's not enough people to listen. And so we got to do our part. And so NCAA is always a goal. And I think that we have said to our team, and I'll share this with you, is that we can't just kind of continue to go on and saying, oh, it's Indiana, we're in the basement, we're coming out of it. We got to have a little swagger. We got to have a little bit more confidence about ourselves, and we got to have a lot more fun. And we're changing our thought process more from the defensive side to the offensive side. And hopefully, through this process, these young ladies will win enough games where they can tell their story.
Any other questions? All right, thanks so much.
Thank you guys for all you do for women's basketball.